Shabbat Shalom, Mishpachah. Shabbat Shalom. This is Moshe Ben Yahuda Yisrael. Got a live stream for y'all. Let's have a talk. Indeed. Let's have a talk. I'm going to just be blunt with y'all. Be frank. Your brother has been just going through a lot as of lately. I just been doing a lot of reflecting on my life. Some of the decisions I made, when it comes to dealing with people, whether it was people in real time or people online. I made some good decisions and I made some foolish decisions, and I let people down and some people let me down. I was betrayed and I probably betrayed others. And I take the blame on myself for some of the decisions I made, that I pushed some people away. But I just I just been going through a lot in my life as a leader. And I'm sure y'all going through a lot too, and I just want to say that the Most High give y'all the strength to endure, because this walk ain't easy. Life itself ain't easy. Let's keep it a buck. Life itself ain't easy, especially being an Israelite man or woman in this captivity. Shabbat Shalom, brother Malek, Dome, warrior within, big salute. Shabbat Shalom, sister Naomi, big salute. But yeah, it's just been a lot on my mind as of lately. It's just this year, man, 2024, even though the new year don't start till like spring, but it's just a lot. I just sense in the spirit a lot of people been going through a lot of stuff, whether it's on a job, like earlier today, I had to leave. I had to leave my place of employment because I was frustrated, I was aggravated, and they take advantage of good workers. And my dad had a talk with me. He had a good talk with me, my pops, my earthly dad, and then I prayed to the Most High about certain things in my life. But if y'all was wondering where I've been at, I just been keeping my distance from YouTube, but I'm still here. I just been going through so much stuff in life. And I'm not going to tell all the details on here because people gossip and most people don't care. Most people don't care what you go through because they not going through it. How that saying goes, like 80% of people don't care what you're going through, and the other 20% is glad it's not them that's going through it. You know what I'm trying to say? That's a talking point. It's something like that. Like 80% of people don't care about your problems, and the other 20% don't glad it's not them. But they fail to realize we all going through something. We all going through a trial or tribulation in life. And sometimes it seems like you may feel like you trapped. Like you trapped in an endless loop. Sometimes I feel like that. I'll be the first to tell you, I feel like that sometimes. Some of y'all might be working jobs y'all hate. Some of y'all might be in a toxic relationship or toxic marriage, and you feel like you trapped in prison. You feel like you in bondage, and there's no way out, but you could get out, but you refuse to get out because due to fear and the fear of change and being uncomfortable. And sometimes to get to your blessing, you got to do stuff to be uncomfortable, whether that's, finding a better job if you hate your job, leaving that toxic relationship, cutting certain people off that's not meant for you, that's only want to come in and use you until they get to what they want. You just got to cut them loose. And letting go is a big part of life. Letting go certain people, letting go certain people, and sometimes I feel like I let go of the wrong people for being respected of persons, and we gotta not and that's why the scripture says it's not good to be a respecter of persons. We're supposed to judge all matters with a just balance, Straight up. Yeah, but we all got problems in life, though. But the Most High is bigger than all our problems, and He could help us solve all our problems through His will. And He gonna solve it His way once we take our problems to Him. Like it says in First Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Let me quote this passage. First Peter chapter 5, verse 7 says, casting all your care upon Him, for He cares for you. And sometimes in life, it feels like nobody care about you. It may feel like you all alone, but the Most High Yah in Christ, they care about you. Cast your burdens upon the Father and let the Messiah plead your cause. That's all you got to do. Straight up. Psalms 145, verse 14. The Lord upholdeth all that fall and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. So it may feel like you're in a lower state right now. Humble yourself. Be obedient. And the Most High, He going to raise you up. He going to raise you up. He going to raise you up to where you need to be at in life. And sometimes we get impatient. I struggle with patience. Moshe been struggle with patience, and I struggle with anger. And my dad had a good talk because, he told me my dad in his 60s, and I was talking to my dad about all the stuff I'm going through. And he said, I've been there, son. I've been there, and he gave me his words of wisdom, and I listen because I'm his son. I listen to my dad, my earthly dad, and he was spitting real facts to him. He said, son, you can't be doing that all the time, just, getting frustrated on the job. And because, I clocked out early. And he said, son, that cut into your check, which is true. They did cut into your check. If you leave a job early, that cut into your check. And he says, you got to think about it now. Even though you was in a bind and they had you shorthanded and you leave like that, they know. And you see, he would say, man, these jobs these days, they don't care if you've been on a job for like 10 years, 20 years, you ain't even a good number. And which is true. But yeah, it's just like I'm just going through it right now. People let you down, people you have faith in. You see, you want what's best for people. Like you see they got potential and they just become worse and worse. And then when they trying to come back in your life and you give them some good advice, they really not for you. They just want to come in your life to drain your energy, and don't value your advice. They don't value your advice, They don't value your advice. Because it's going one end out the other. And people are going to do what they want anyway, no matter how much advice you give them. Some people going to take hear to your advice, but most of the time, they're going to do what the heck they want anyway. Because they're not operating in the wisdom of the Most High. They're operating in their emotions. They're not operating in the Yah given wisdom. Because if they was operating in the wisdom of the Most High, they'd be reading the scriptures, Straight up. Real talk. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Matthew chapter 11, verse 26. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. It says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, heavy laden, and I will give you rest. And some of y'all may feel like y'all going through, and that is true. You got heavy burdens. It says he gonna give you rest. Rest in the Most High. Believe on Christ. and something that we want to get away from or get out of, and because it's gonna take time. Sometimes we gotta go through it day by day till we get to where we need to go. And that's what my daddy was telling me. He was like, son, you just gotta deal with the bull crap on that job till you get to somewhere you want to get to, you know. And he was telling me also, he said, son, you see how you got that temper like that? What if you're trying to find another job and they call where you working at now? They're gonna try to blackball you. Some jobs will do that. They will blackball you, bad mouth. You're trying to slander you so you don't get hired at that other job because they want to keep you there. And that's wicked. We live in a wicked world. Straight up. We live in a wicked world. You know, some jobs will do that, you know. They know you're a good person. They know you're a damn good worker, but you know, you may got an anger issue, or you might don't tolerate BS, you know, and then they'll try to blackball you or call your name, slander your name, slander your name and blackball. And that's wicked. You know, slander, you know, the Most High hates slander. He hates that, you know. Matter of fact, let me get that Proverbs chapter 6 when it talks about the 7 things that the Most High Yah hates. He deem abomination. Let me get that. Because that is so true. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16 through 19, it says, these 6 things do the Most High hate. Yea, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord amongst brethren. That's right. A lying tongue. The Most High hates a lying tongue, a person that lies too much, that try, even if it's just like a white lie, you know, a light lie. No, you got to be careful, you know, because death and life is in the power of the tongue. You know, you got to be careful when you speak ill of a good person, especially if that person is trying to walk upright and doing the right things by the Most High, keeping the commandments, believing on the Messiah. You trying to slander that righteous saint, the Most High could hold you accountable for that. Real talk. Yes, indeed. Yep. Yes, indeed. You know, but like I say, you know, but to be honest, you know, like I said, like I just been keeping my distance on YouTube, you know, like I still gonna do content, but it's just like some days I don't feel it, you know, because like I said, all the stuff I just been going through, you know, for the last couple of years, you know. I mean, it's just been like the rift has just been divided among some saints and I, you know. And Hashatan is a cloven-footed loser, you know. It's just crazy how misunderstandings could destroy fellowships amongst brothers and sisters. A misunderstanding, one misunderstanding, you know, one misunderstanding. You know, especially if it's an unresolved misunderstanding. You know, most unresolved misunderstandings causes people to drift apart from each other. You know, and I understand some people ain't meant to dwell amongst each other, but you know, we're supposed to be a nation. And I understand you got a fellowship with like-minded people, which is true, but sometimes misunderstandings cause people to drift apart, but you still have love for those people. Sometimes you have to love people from a distance, you know. Sometimes you have to feed people with a long-handled spoon. No matter how much it may hurt you, it's going to be a tough decision, but you have to do it. And sometimes you're going to have to cut people off for good, but you still pray that they stay in the faith. Straight up. But how y'all going though? How y'all Shabbat is, family? How y'all Shabbat is? How it's going for y'all? It's good to hear from y'all. Real talk. It's good to hear from y'all. Yeah. I tell you what, and then all the stuff on YouTube ain't changing with their policies. They still making it difficult for you to grow. But it comes with the territory. Like I say, I ain't even worrying about it, because like I said, it's like when it comes to doing content, it's just gonna be like out of the blue things for me, because you gotta focus on the real life. You gotta focus on your life. You gotta focus on getting yourself together as a person. That goes for anybody, because a lot of people get too tied in on social media. Most people these days, they live on social media. They not living real life. They living on social media. You know how difficult it is for the average person to leave their phone in the house and just go take a walk outside, or if they go to the park, leave their phone in a car in a glove department, cut off their phone, leave it in the glove department, and just go walk in the park. You know how hard it is for most people to do that in this day and age? That's difficult. Most people ain't even enjoying the real life. They're not enjoying nature, because they too busy, got their face buried in the phone or on the tablet screen. And now and it's like social media has caused people to be antisocial. How ironic they call it social media, but it's making most people antisocial in this world. It is. It's making most people antisocial. Most people can't hold a conversation these days, You got all these toxic content creators that's keeping men and women divided. You got these feminazis out here. You got these women hater men. You got these women bashers, these men bashers. I mean, it's gender war bull crap, especially in the black sector of YouTube. And when this crap going in? This is nonsense. This is not life we live in. This is hell. This is like a state of hell we in as a people. Our ancestors didn't die for this. All our ancestors that died, bled, and went through all that rigorous hell and chattel slavery, they didn't die for this bull crap that we have today on YouTube with the gender war amongst the black man and black woman. This is bull crap. This is designed by the enemy. Real talk. This is designed by the enemy. And most of our people, they don't even try to speak up against it. They don't care. They just going with the flow. Straight up. But yeah, you gotta let people go, though. You gotta let them go, And it's just a general message, But yep. I mean, we gotta just a lot of things going through right now, some of the people I talk to behind the scenes, they going through so much. I'm keeping them in prayer. I'm not gonna mention any names, and I just keep them in my prayers, But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat, y'all day. Y'all be easy. Shalom.